hear me? Okay. Hello everyone, can you hear me? Alright, I think I need to raise the volume. Um, Hello everyone, can you hear me? Alright, I think I need to raise the volume. Um, Hello everyone, can you hear me? Alright, I think I need to raise the volume. Um, Hello everyone, can you hear me? Alright, I think I need to raise the volume. Um, Alright. Alright, let's start. Sorry about the repetition. I had my audio turned on. Um, Welcome to my channel. Wait a second. Just a minute. Uh, Alright. I hope the stream comes to you smoothly because I have a good internet connection, but I'm not uh, sitting close to the router, so it may take some time. Alright, let's see. Alright, cannot hear what I'm saying. I just hope that you can listen. Alright. Okay, in today's session, I will draw a card. I will redraw a card originally by Mr. George Trosley. Let me show you the image. The reference image is the reference image. reference image. How do I share? Huh. Yeah. This is the image I want to redraw. Let me show you. Let me just try to share. Goal today is to reproduce this drawing, or rather illustration of cartoon by Mr. Trosley. So this is a cartoon basically, and we want to reproduce it. Let me show you the quality of this amazing cartoon. Okay, this is what we want to reproduce. This is what we want to get. Look at the grills, look at the details at the tires, and it's black and white actually. Line art, so beautiful. He has used uh, uh, some patterns over here instead of using his own lines. Instead of drawing lines, he has used some patterns. We will not do that. Uh, we'll just try to block all these gray areas in with color. Alright. So in his book, Mr. Trosley has some step-by-step methods for drawing these types of cartoons. So, and we will follow those steps. The first step is this one. We'll follow along and we'll see how good we can actually reproduce this image. I hope you can hear clearly. I'll just find out later. Alright. Alright. Well, let's just follow along. So Mr. Trosley says that we need to start the code by blocking it in 3 basic boxes in the wheels and try to think in terms of blocks of wood. So things have volume and dimension. So here what we need to do is, instead of thinking the car like shapes, like a car, I can draw some basic shapes like a wheel, another wheel, a rectangle, another rectangle at top. This is not a good way to draw the car. Instead, you need to think of the car as an object which does not only have shape but it also has volume. An object which has volume when we draw it on a two-dimensional surface, we need to show its form. A box. You need to draw a box box which, well, it's apparent here that it has some volume, and if I shade it, shading helps me define its form. Like it is a box, and compare that to a square, which is not an object, it is a shape. And compare that to a, what is called, parallelogram, I don't know, whatever it is, I tend to forget it. Now these are shapes, but this is not just a shape, it is a form, it is an object with volume, and we want to make objects with volume, not just shapes with no volume, just areas. Now, when you want to draw an object with volume, you want to draw it using shapes. For example, we can see that this object, oops, is drawn. Let me use this pen here. You draw this object, you use a shape. You can actually pick this shape up. Let me just we have the top of the box. When we draw it on a two-dimensional surface, it is a shape. We can move this shape up here. It's a shape. This one is an object. An object made up of shapes. Another shape is this. Move this shape here. Another shape. This box has another shape here. We can easily move here. These green shapes, these green elements are shapes. These are not forms or objects. These are shapes. And let me just quickly compile them and make an object using these shapes. Let's just pick them up. Pick another one. And the third one. And look at that. When you combine these shapes, it gives an illusion of an object, form of an object. You need to at least shade something in. You know the values of these shape, the values filled inside these shapes will give the illusion of form. Anyhow, I went too far. I'll keep talking about these later. Okay, so what Mr. Trosley says is these are, what are these? These are shapes. This is not what Mr. Trosley says, it's what I'm saying. And I have read Mr. Trosley and other people, and I'm not talking from my perspective, I'm not talking from my experience, I'm talking from their experience and their knowledge. It's not my knowledge. I gained it from reading other people. These are shapes and these are objects. And you need to draw objects. Oops. You need to draw objects. Draw objects. You don't need to draw shapes. Like you don't need to draw shape of a car. You don't need to draw that. You need to draw form of the car. You need to draw the volume of the car, not the shapes. All right. So let's move forward. Am I still live? Let's see. Let me quickly check if I'm still live. All right. All right. Moving forward, Mr. Trosley says, try to think in terms of blocks of wood. So things have volume and dimension. So we need to draw thing this image right here. This image. We need to think in terms of blocks of words and not shapes. So I try to draw some blocks and then we'll see where we are at. So first of all, I'll just randomly draw some perspective lines. Okay. Apologize for static noise. All right. This is perspective, which is not very good. Or let's just draw a block of wood and just quickly draw a wooden or any material box. Okay, this is a good block. All right, and I need to put another block on top of it. So I'll push another block on top. Which is not very good in perspective. And a third block right here, but it's not just a regular block, it's tapered towards the front. So I'll just use some of my perspective tricks to draw a tapered block. If I can just draw a regular block and then in front of it I know that I want to keep this part, small part of it, and I want to remove this extra length here and there. Well, in fact, it's not only just tapered, it's sloped as well, sloped back, and I think it's sloped back like here. I think this is how much it's sloped back. Let me get it sloped back there. Then think I have pushed it too far back, but let's just say, or is it? I think it's not. It's low. I think it's something different. The top part is wider than the bottom part, so let me just do that. The bottom is like this, the top is like that. Alright? Okay. So we have this, and we can now join the corners. Voila. We have a block that's tapered. We just quickly not erase, but just quickly pass it to it. Come on, man. 6 big pencil. Oh, my bad. Just quickly. Uh, uh, Tone it down a little bit so it's clear what block we're talking about. Okay, so you can see block and he has numbered it, so let's number it 1, 2, and 3. So we have 3 blocks of wood. And it's all just rough work right now. We need to get the proportions right, we need to get the form right before we can neat everything up. Alright, and let's put some wheels around here. And wheels are a tricky thing. You need to draw ellipses. You don't just need to draw circles. You need to draw ellipses. But one thing about ellipses is that it has a major axis and a minor axis, and you need to be wary of the alignment of these axes. Although both axes are, both of them are at a right angle to each other, we need to know the proper alignment of either one of them. So if the major axis is along this line, your ellipse can be, a thin ellipse can be like this, and a wider ellipse can be like this. But if your major axis is along this line, your ellipse will be like this. These two ellipses at different rotation, and that actually is a very big deal when you want to draw in 3D. And the quick trick here is that the minor axis, so how do we want to draw the wheel? Where should its major axis be aligned with? Should be like this from top to bottom. Let's draw a wheel whose major axis is like this, and we can clearly see that it's not a proper perspective of a wheel. This is not how a wheel looks. So it's not it's not realistic, it's not believable. We need to change the perspective, change the rotation of these major axes or the minor axes, either one of them, let's keep it like that. Let's draw the major axis along the x-axis. Let's see how that turns out. So we have like this, and another well, this is not how a wheel looks. Stupid try. So what should we do? Wait a second. My camera turned off and then turned on. OBS Studio is disconnected. Why is it disconnected? The connection successful. Apparently there is nobody on my stream. No worries. Alright. Let's try one thing. This is a perspective line. This is yet another perspective line, and let's draw along these lines. What if I draw a wheel along major axis along this line? Well, it does not look believable, so forget that. Let's draw along. Let's draw minor axis along this line. This could be something. It's not exactly like a wheel. Okay. Well, we can't have major axis. This perspective line as a major axis. What about we have this perspective line as a minor axis? And to be honest, this is exactly what we are looking for. These tangents are along this perspective line. All these ellipses inside have minor axes along this perspective line, and we can actually move this here. So let's just keep it like a block of wood and not a tire. So now we know that the tires actually, or the wheels, are ellipses. Well, how do you spell ellipse? With double L or single L? I think it's double L. Yeah, it's ellipse. Ellipse with minor axes along its axle. This is something you need to keep in mind. Minor axis along axle. So let's try it with the other wheel. We have this. This is the axle of the other wheel, and we will draw an ellipse, keeping this axle as a minor axis of that ellipse. So this is a minor axis, this is a major axis, minor axis, and this minor axis is along the axle of that this wheel, and the other. Okay, some. Okay, some lines. I wish I could play some music for you while I work. You can draw along. You can pause the video and you can. The rough surface actually helps you helps you helps you think that you're drawing on a paper or drawing actually drawing on iPad. But the problem with that is that it just rubs your tip off, just ruins the pencil's tip. So I don't like. I don't know if I like that or not, but I did not go for paper-like screen just because it will file my pencil's tip. But maybe I'll grow to like it. One thing that I found out later is just a few days ago that paper light actually makes the paper sound when you rub the pencil on it, and that is one part of the illusion, one part of the trick of making you think that you're drawing on a paper. Let's see how it looks. Where is it? Alright. It's not very good, but we can actually turn it into something more presentable. One more thing that I like to do is I like to shade it. It's just marker. Let's pick up a marker. Just shade it. Shading actually helps define the form. When it's not shaded, it's still made up of small shapes. But when you shade it, you can actually give the illusion that these are not just shapes, that these are objects. Let me just quickly shade them, and then we will see how shaded shapes can become volumetric objects. I'm bad at talking. I'm not just. I think it's not just talking. It's also about the language. I'm not a native English speaker, so I need to think double time to speak in English. Okay. So I'm just roughly shading it. I'm not worrying about the some of the whites that I leave. It's the whole image that will give the illusion, and you don't need to care about the small details. You can keep the rough things in. Okay. The rules of shading are actually the rules of physics. If you have a light source from above and a little bit of front, you will have this the sides that are away from the light. Those sides will be darker, and the sides or the forms or the surfaces that are towards the light, they will be lighter, and that's basically what I'm doing. I'm filling in surfaces, the shapes whose surfaces, I'm filling in the shapes whose surfaces are away from the light. I'm filling them in with a darker gray, and the surfaces who are turned towards the light, somewhat towards the light, I'm filling them in with a lighter gray. And of course, the lightest gray is reserved for the surfaces that are directly facing the light. Okay, I did not need to do that, I just felt that was too light a color. Okay, I think we have a fairly three-dimensional looking um, blocks of wood or blocks of whatever object it is. Mr. Trosley has aptly put some lines here that actually makes it look like it's a wooden block. Okay. Oh, it's been 40 minutes. It's alright. No worries. I just hope you can hear me correctly, because otherwise I'm just bumbling and mumbling and whatnot. Alright, let's move on to the next step. The next step, according to Mr. Trosley, is you need to add fenders. Let me just. Okay. This is what Mr. Trosley, according to Mr. Trosley, is the next step. Add fenders and accessories, concentrating on getting the proportions correct. Open up the grill and interior cavities using guidelines from one side to the other. Okay, you can use guidelines. You can draw some guidelines and then do all kind of stuff. I think. All right, let's draw this. Let's try to change what we have to what Mr. Trosley has drawn. It's not exactly building on top of that. It's so much more than that. So, with that, let's join them together and turn the opacity down. Let's have something. Technical pen, let's have a technical pen. And try to draw things on top of this beautiful blocks of woods. Now, how do we do that? First of all, I think let's keep it right still. Okay. Mr. Trosley actually has round these off. Okay. He has these corners. middle line, from the middle of this windshield to the middle of this grill. This is our guideline, and this grill is not square. It's not pointed. It's rounded. So let's keep the roundedness here. I'm still drawing rough, just with more refined rough. Okay. And what he did was he has opened up a cavity here in the grill. Also do that. May not look as simple by some, if you do not know something about perspective and drawing shapes. Maybe I'll recommend some book on that too. Scott Robertson is very good. Actually, research on drawing, well, cars and other objects. This is actually building of objects as opposed to seeing shapes and then drawing whatever you see. This is not exactly drawing whatever you see. It's more than that. It's construction. Alright. I think we have constructed something. Alright, so you see its back is curved over here, like that. So let's curve it, and it will follow this perspective line. So let's draw that. Let's not follow other things. Okay. So the body is about finished. The large fenders on top of the wheels. Let's just first draw some wheels, and then we'll have fenders that fend off dirt. Not very exciting title. Okay. Blah blah blah. Let's just keep talking. I hope. I'm not planning on editing this video before uploading it, making it available to public later. So just have to mute me. Or use some of your own music. I won't do that for you. I don't know, maybe I will, but I'm not planning on that. La, 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 la. I'll not torture you with my singing either. अगर कोई उर्दू और हिंदी बोलने वाले लोग हैं तो उनको भी मैं खुशामदीद कहना चाहूँगा। अगर मैं अंग्रेज़ी में इसलिए बात करता हूँ क्योंकि कुछ ऑडियंस मेरी जो है वो उर्दू हिंदी जानती नहीं है, तो इस वजह से मैं ऐसी बात करता हूँ। मुझे अपनी ज़बान बोलने में कोई झिझक नहीं है, सिर्फ ये है कि दूसरे लोगों को समझने में मदद देने के लिए मैं यूँ करता हूँ। और यहाँ पे बड़े सग़ीर में अगर देखा जाए तो लोगों को इंग्लिश समझ आ जाती है, इस वजह से मैं अंग्रेज़ी में बात करता हूँ। वरना मुझे, अगर आप चाहते हैं कि भाई सिर्फ उर्दू में बोला जाए, हिंदी में बोला जाए, तो वो भी हो सकता है, मुझे कोई मसला नहीं है इसमें, बल्कि मुझसे ज़्यादा अच्छी तरह से बोला जाता है। लेकिन बात यही है कि मेरे व्यूअर, वो वाले व्यूअर्स जो कि ये ज़बान नहीं जानते, ज़्यादातर दुनिया में अंग्रेज़ी चलती है, तो फिर हम भी अंग्रेज़ी ही बोलते हैं। चलो ठीक है। All right, I was talking to my uh, fellow Hindi and Urdu speakers. I was telling them the reason why I do not exclusively I do not do commentary exclusively in Urdu or Hindi. That is because some of my viewers do not know that language, and most of the people actually know English. Uh, uh, that's why I'm keeping the medium English, so more people can understand what I'm saying. Although I do not think what I'm saying is too important. It's just, you never know when what you're saying may be important to someone, and I don't want a person to miss just because they do not know a specific language, or that they do not know my language. Alright, let's add some fenders, and I think fenders are I don't know, fenders. Phew. I feel they're more difficult to draw than the look here. Alright, let's give it a try. I think I'll do better if I just draw roughly in blue pencil. So this is not just fender, this is also footrest. These old cars were actually more useful than you think. Well, these are not just old cars, these are classic cars. Classic cars are, well, they have class. What is this? Okay, we have some sort of fender over here, sort of shape over here. It goes like this. Alright, alright. Let's have a guideline here. Let's put a fender over here as well, here and there as well. Okay, and let's just join these fenders to the front of the body, and Then let's have something of an exhaust pipe going from under the hood to the back of the tire, back of the front tire and front of the back tire. Alright, 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 alright. Well, this is not, I do not think this is a very good curve here. I think I need to modify the curve. It's less curvy, less uh, less okay, better, much better, thank you very much. Okay, all right. Let's knead this fender business. Why are these fenders pointy? I don't know. I haven't seen this car in real life, or also not its reference. One thing you should do is use a reference photo, a good reference photo. You need to use a good reference photo. You cannot just do from your memory or just inventing it. Or some people invent new forms, new shapes very well. These are the people who have had experience with, already have experience with shapes and the existing shapes of things. These people know what they're doing. If you're just starting, you probably do not know what you're doing. And maybe it's a good idea to. What happened to my camera? Still running? Yep. All right. Okay. Well, 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 well. Okay. So, well, this fender is actually too much on top of that thing. It's rubbing against that tire. Let me just get it up and away from the tire. So, okay. Well, 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 well. Alright, some All right. I don't know what I was talking about, but I think it was not. Whoop. Too important. All right. Let's see what it is, and it's something um, not too resembling the original by Mr. Trosley. Is something. Let's put some detailing in because details do matter. And we have this door. Oh, I did not. Uh, well, we'll get better with practice. I'll get better with practice. Everyone gets better with practice. Shoot. Just keep practicing, and you'll be probably be as good as Mr. Trosley. Probably not. Just keep practicing, keep making, keep drawing, and you'll see. So the perspective, I have some jumbled perspective here. Still, it looks okay. It's not too bad. It's believable car drawing. And now it's time to shade it. And for shading, we'll do exactly what we did before. Mhm. Yeah, shading will go with dark grays and light grays. So, if light comes from over here, we have dark grays. Well, actually too dark. Dark grays over here. Dark grays over here. Dark grays over here. And actually, some of the fenders will be causing some shadow. Let's not draw those shadows. Draw dark grays over here. Oh, wait a minute. Alright. Nope. Okay, cool. So, we have dark grays, dark grays, and actually the inside should have some of the dark grays as well. Because, no. Okay. Is this enough of dark gray? I don't think so. Alright. Why am I disconnected? And let's just plug off the laptop charger. I'm back online.
Yellow is red. Yeah, red. Oh, 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 oh. Come on, come on. Come on, man. The net is here. Wait just a second. Disconnected stream's current bitrate is lower than recommended bitrate. It's happening. I have some internet problem. Oh yes. Reconnection successful. We're back online. Oops, back offline. What's happening, man? Back online. What's happening? Oh, please, please, please. Arey bhai. Arey baba. Okay, OBS is streaming. YouTube is born. Alright, where's the stream? Where are you? Live practice session. Please. Okay, OBS is actually. We're good, right? Why is it not updating? Enable auto start, enable DVR. Still giving me warning. Please. It has some minor issues. Issues, as they say. Aha! Excellent. Excellent health. Alright, we on second thought, it's not as good as Mr. Trosley's. It's okay, it's not too bad. Okay, okay. Mr. Trosley, what are you doing? Okay. Huh. I think at this point, this my stream is having some problems. Let's see how much my camera battery. All right, still some few. We have some few minutes. How long have we been going on? It's been an hour. And let's move on to the next reference image. Let's see how we can turn this image into this beautiful line art illustration by Mr. Trosley, following his instructions. I'm just following. I do not know how to draw. I just know how to follow instructions by Mr. Trosley, and I trust his process. Let me just stop watching this stream so we can have alright. Okay, so this step was add fenders and accessories, proportions, get the proportions correct, open up the grill and cavities. Alright, now we have done that. Let's move on to the next step, and here Mr. Trosley says if you've gotten the blocking right, this last step will be an easy one. Round the hard edges, add blacks to the body and tires with a few highlights, and you got it. So but basically he's saying is let's just uh, uh, just outline it and then you'll be fine. I don't think it's as easy as that. Let's just trust him and do exactly what he says. It's just oops. Let's have some pressure. Oops, 50%. Alright, let's have some variation in line thickness. Round off the square edges, so we are rounding off. And I'm actually breaking the lines here, and there's a good reason to do that. In line art, you need to break the line. Oops. Sometimes. Okay. Alright. Some roundedness over here as well. Well, I think this thing is okay. I'm just following the lines, I'm not doing anything else. And some decisions I'm making, but that's, I think, too much to describe here. I'll just keep the car empty. I don't have the energy to add in some fat old man. Okay. Just add in some seeds. Alright.
not quite. So actually, where there's going to be a highlight or light shining on the surface, I'm breaking up the lines there. I mean, that's what Mr. Trosley has done as well. Or actually, I'm following him, so it's his idea actually. Alright, actually this part makes me confused so much. I do not know where to put the line in, the first line, the second line. It's a gestalt in a way. You should keep everything in your mind, not just one little part, not just focus on one part. For some time you focus on one part, then you move on to the other parts as well. Constantly trying to see if all parts make sense together or not. Alright. Oopsie daisy. Alright, we have some lines over here. Oh boy, I'm confused. So, mhm, mhm, mhm. All right. Hmm. All right, all right, all right, all right. This is okay. We have a rounded shape around this corner, and it just goes this place. Okay. We have another shape around here. All right. I think
problem here is that I'm trying to follow Mr. Trosley. That's why my decisions are um, somewhat limited. I'm not quite using the whole uh, creative process. I'm not using too much of my resources to draw this thing, to outline it. I'm not thinking outside of the box, or I'm not thinking uh, anything other than drawing this piece exactly like Mr. Trosley has drawn. So that comes with some of its own problems. And one problem is that, of course, my drawing, my perspective drawing will be different from other people's, and what works for his perspective might not necessarily work for mine. So when I try to apply his principles, or one thing that he applies on his perspective, that might not work as well in my case. So there's got to be some problems when I'm just copying his line art, copying his solutions to the problems of filling in the line art. I just hope I make sense. I'm just mumbling, jumbling, rumbling, rumbling. Alright, what else do we have here? We have the doors. We have something of a, what is that? So confusing, so confusing. Just draw something. Let's just hope that it becomes something. What is this? What are these shapes? I do not know these shapes. Are they footrests? What are these? Alright. Alright, right. Alright, let's have a wider window for our protagonist. Alright, no idea what this is meant to be. This part I'm drawing just because Mr. Trosley drew it. Shouldn't do this thing because in the end your drawing will suffer. Now what's this part meant to be? I don't have any idea. Are these grills or what? I don't know. Alright. Should I draw some headlights? I'll just draw the headlights quickly over here. Where are you? I hope. Still running. My battery, camera's battery will die soon. Sure. I don't know how long I have. I just hope I can finish it. Before my camera battery dies. Even if it dies, so much, no problem. No problemo. Oops, there are some other artifacts. Okay, some lights over here and a few lights over there. Okay, we have some headlights, have some footrests, we have some exhaust pipes. Let's have some exhaust pipes. Alright, exhaust pipes. You can go here, then here, and then can go here. Alright, right. Tires. The back tire is a very important tire. Must not forget. It gives so much energy and push to the car. Some scientists say if there was no back tire, cars could not run. Of course, other scientists refute their findings, saying that cars cannot run anywhere. They just roll around and then come back. Well, just wait and see what the scientists of this community, when and if the scientists ever agree on something. Alright, let's draw this line, vertical lines. Oopsie. Need to be careful when drawing these vertical lines. They must not touch each other. Oopsie. Alright, what about this shadow? Let's have okay. I think this is no. I don't think this is good enough. I think this was bad. Let's have something like this. Alright, this one is better. And I don't know why it should be shaped like that. Let's just roll along. Mr. Trosley, I trust your judgment, and we'll see what this thing is later. Alright, let's define the wheel further. We have this shadow over here, okay? And then we have some contour lines of the wheels treadings. Alright. And then we have some of the you can actually drop black color. Of course, if you're drawing on paper with ink, you just have to go through the pain of coloring everything in. It does not look as so you need to just drawing the shapes like this, and also on this side as well. So once you have a now what shall I just remove these, because I like the curve of those. Alright, then let's have some curves here. lost in my thoughts. My bad. Alright. Have some good. Alright. Alright. Village more. Okay. And same with the third view. Okay. Drop in black color in. We have some of this, some of that. Oh boy, I'm tired. Come on. I know you must be tired too. Watching, but you can actually stop watching. You can. If you're watching live, if you're not watching live, you can actually skip it. Skip this part. Skip this. Oh, look at that. Whoa, no. Do not want that. I specifically ordered to not want that. Alright, I think this is as good as at least I get. It's been 2 hours. Healthy stream. What about battery? Battery is okay. Off drained. Alright, not bad. Let's hear alright, let's finish the rest of the inking process. Okay, we have something of a decal here. I don't know why, but again, I trust Mr. Trosley And I don't know what this thing is meant to be. This thing is here in Mr. Trosley's illustrations, so it's here in my illustration as well. Let's fill in the top black. It's colored black as well. Mr. Trosley has done it. And white for the hood. Oh. All right. Oh, it's too thick of a line. I just make the line thinner. I'll do it later. Okay, let's do it like that. Bring it over here. Bring it over here. Bring it over here. Alright. Something. Alright. What else? What else am I missing? Really filling the seats here. You know what? Let's have some dark color for these seats. Okay, Mr. Trosley has not used this cheat actually. Has used patterns in line art, pen and ink illustration. You use pattern, you do not use solid or some other color, you use lines. I'm just being lazy and using color blocks. It's called laziness. Look it up. Alright. Okay. Alright. Alright. Somewhat. Alright, let's just have some line art, lines in vertical lines, closely spaced, closely placed. myself I do not say something stupid, because I tend to talk to myself when I'm alone, drawing. I mumble some words, some phrases. Let's just, oh, wait. And these things are, well, oh, let's keep it like that. Speed is important in the industry. Now, am I sitting in the industry? No, I'm not sitting in the industry. I am sitting somewhere far away from the industry. I want to be there. I want to sit in the industry. There is work which I don't yet have the courage. I don't know. Expertise. I don't know what's that called. To be in the industry. I'm not there yet. I'm trying to find work. I'm trying to create work. Trying to create things that may be useful for some people. All right. What are we missing? We're missing smoke, and we're missing the ground. So let's make the ground. Just randomly go and make a ground. Why don't we pick everything up a little bit so that our ground is alright. So our ground is grounded.